Hello traders, it's your one and only forex skill coach Team Legend, and I'm super excited having you all here today on this one. All right, today we're going to be talking about a very simple strategy to trade and make quite a lot of money in the forex markets. Okay, now you take note, you can use this strategy both for the forex currency pairs. You can also use it for your volatility index markets, even for your boom and crash. Okay, it's just as long as you stick to simple rules that I'm going to give you in this video. All right, so without further delay, could you please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell on also, so that you'll be the first person to be notified the moment Team Legend releases a new content. And also, you don't want to miss out any of my free signals or my technical analysis and price actions that I always post in my Telegram channel, and my forex trading advices that I give my community. So I would advise that you go straight to the description of this video right now. The very first link there is my Telegram channel link, so make sure you click on it and join the community. Okay, so let's get started, traders. Now like I told you earlier, this is a very simple strategy. Okay, is what we call the breakout and retest strategy, and is a profitable strategy, only that some people actually don't take knowledge of it. All right, but if you can follow the simple rules that I'm gonna give you in this content video right now, you're going to see yourself being profitable when it comes to your trading career. All right, let's get started. So we all know what a breakout is. What is a breakout? A breakout simply means an area where we have price running on a certain channel, and then suddenly decides to give us a U-turn. All right, now, but that U-turn is not just about turning to the other side, but is actually about breaking out of that channel in order to turn to the other side. I'm going to give you a typical example with this illustration right here. Now we have price running, let's say we have price going to the downside as a downtrending market. Okay, all right, so why price is going down like this, just forgive my drawing. Okay, so why we have price running down like this, we can put a trend line, and this trend line is going to serve as what? Our channel. Okay, it's going to serve as what? Our channel. Now we have price respecting this trend line and running in a single channel, and then what happens when we talk about a breakout? Then we have price give us a move like this, a breakout. It breaks out of that channel, moves to the upside for a little while, then we talk about retest, and then we see price coming back to that trend line and retesting it before rallying to the upside, and then you should have taken advantage of that move. All right, so in this content right now, I'm going to teach you guys exactly how to use this breakout and retest strategy, because I know a lot of you have seen different video contents about how to use the breakout and retest strategies, but I believe with this video right now that I'm making, you're going to get more explanation, and you're going to actually get more ideas on how to actually take advantage of this strategy, take your entries in the market. Now over here we have price in the Euro USD, and this is my 4-hour chart right now. So I'm going to only be using 2 or 3 time frames for this strategy right now. Okay, to you might likely want to use more time frames, okay, just because maybe you want to have more confluences. Okay, it's left to you. Okay, but for me, I use 2 to 3 different time frames when I want to trade the breakout and retest strategy. So for instance, right now we have price going to the downside, and we can see it clearly moving to the downside, and now we have this channel popped out here. All right, now the strategy says you want to wait for a breakout, and you want to wait for a retest before you do anything, right? So right now we're going to be looking at how price is going to play around, and then we look for our entry zones. Now price is busy going to the downside, now heading back to the heading to the upside, now about to break our trend line. So we want to extend it a bit more so that we can have enough move. Okay, so price has just broken out. All right, what is the rule? The rule says I only want to wait for a retest before I take advantage. All right, so now this is where a lot of traders actually do make mistakes sometimes. Now you see price rallying to the upside like this. Okay, rallying to the upside like that, and you'll be like, hey, where's the retest? What should I do? Yeah, and you understand. And now that is where we talk about using other time frames, because with the use of other time frames, you'll be able to understand what the market is doing on the lower time frames. Okay, right now if we continue to play this right now, you notice price is still moving far away from your channel. Like it just looks like the breakout and retest strategy was not valid for this area again. But I'll tell you something, it was actually valid, and I'll show you that. So what you want to do is this: when you see price break out of your trend line, once you notice price break out of your trend line like this, you want to rally straight to a lower time frame. So I'm going to use the 60-minute time frame, which is the 1 hour time frame right now, and then I'll make sure that I align things in order for me to see clearly what's happening. Now I told you guys you're going to be using 2 to 3 time frames. Okay, the reason why you're using 2 to 3 is because sometimes you might likely not see what you still want to see in the 1 hour time frame, so you need to head over to a much lower time frame. So the next time frame that I'm going to use, instead of 30 minutes, I'm going to use the 15-minute time frame. Okay, now in the 15-minute time frame, you'll be able to see clearly what price has been up to. Now you're going to see clearly that price had actually given us a breakout here. All right, we had a breakout here, and this was the retest. Okay, this was what the retest before price rallied to the upside. And for us to confirm it, let us go even to a much lower time frame. Okay, that is why I told you that left to you, you might likely want to say, okay, let me go to even much lower time frames depending on you. Okay, so if we go to the 5-minute time frame, let's see what we if it's gonna be very much clear there. Now you can see clearly that this is exactly what price did. Price broke out, boom, and this was the retest that we were waiting for all this while to take the trade. Okay, so you notice that if you were waiting to get the retest in the 4-hour time frame, you would have seen yourself missing a lot of money opportunities in the market. And that is where a lot of traders will be like, hey man, I need to jump in, and at the end of the day, you just find yourself jumping into the trade at the wrong time. Okay, you find yourself jumping into the trade at the wrong time. So you need to do what? You need to confirm even much more with lower time frames when taking your breakout and retest, when using your breakout and retest strategy, I mean. Okay, now the breakout took place around this zone like I showed you guys earlier. Okay, gave us a retest here before rallying to the upside. Now you want to make sure that your stop loss is placed right below the trend line, and not just below the trend line. You want to make sure that the stop loss is placed right below the lowest low before that breakout. All right, this is the lowest low. Over here is the lowest low. Okay, so price didn't go below there, so this was the lowest low. So you want to make sure that your stop loss is right below the lowest low. Okay, and then you want to have a take profit probably as high as the highest high which we have here. Okay, and if you notice, that's exactly how price has played to the upside after the breakout and the retest. You see the massive move to the upside, about hitting take profit. Let us see if it's gonna hit it or it's gonna come down. Okay, now it's coming down, but whatever the case may be, you should have made quite a lot of money, because that's not a little money. That's 109 pips from the markets, risking just little. Okay, so we go back to looking for another opportunity. So over here we have another example. So now we're talking about a bullish example. So we have price playing out on this zone. Okay, we have price playing out on this zone, so we want to only wait for a breakout and a retest. So let's see how price plays. Now price is busy creating higher highs. All right, so maybe we've got to adjust this and see. Okay, you can see the reaction on that zone. So this served like a fake out. All right, imagine anyone who wanted to take advantage of this move, but they didn't wait for proper signal. Okay, so let's keep observing. All right, now we have got a breakout, a strong breakout. All right, that's one. Another thing, we want a good retest before we take any entry. So let's see how it's going to really play out. Okay, now price has just gone back to retest that zone. All right, price has just gone back to retest that zone. We now want to go over to the 1 hour time frame to see if this is going to be a good opportunity for us. Okay, now in the 1 hour time frame we can see even clearly what price is doing. Okay, so let's see how it plays. All right, the bears have actually emerged full time. So you see, after the strong bullish bearish breakouts, the bears have showed their strength again in that same zone where the strong bearish breakout occurred. That is why you always want to observe this market, looking at how strong or how effective the breakout is. So this was a very good strong breakout, telling you that in this zone the bears are very strong. And now you can see the same thing has applied here, that the bears have shown strength here. So at this zone right now, as a trader, you can begin to look for your entries going short on this one. So right now it's gonna be a little bit trickish, because on the norms you should have your stop loss right above this. Okay, so if you just want to take the little risk, you want to put your stop loss above here where we have the previous resistance in the market here. Okay, and then you want to target a bit high to see how price would play. Okay, so let's see if price would really play well. All right, so we have price actually going to the downside. I just thought maybe we should look at the 15-minute time frame, which is actually meant to be our entry time frame, and then we could actually spot out good okay, so we having a stop loss here is actually what is actually worth it. Okay, since it's here, is above the previous resistance that we have somewhere around here. Okay, like this is a resistance zone we have, so having a stop loss here is actually cool. Okay, so that is why I said you should work with at least 2 to 3 time frames. Okay, so at this zone we have price has made good moves, so it now depends if, because this is where it had a previous support, right? So that is why we're having a lot of struggles here. So we don't know if the bears are really gonna push down continuously, but as you can see, they have indeed pushed down even more and hit our take profit. So that's just how to use your breakout and retest strategy. Please make sure to hit the like button if you find this content helpful, because it is a way for us to know that our viewers are enjoying what we do and we should do more. Okay, so it's a very simple way for you to be able to use the breakout and retest strategy by using multiple time frames to get even more confirmations. Okay, so I hope this video was valuable. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, notification bell on, and join us in our Telegram channel. For the meantime, stay safe and keep winning.